All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, lovers of freedom all over the world. Wherever you're joining us from today, you're highly welcome to this wonderful YouTube platform that gives you quality news and information on everything happening within this territory. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you've not yet subscribed, and make sure you turn on your notifications so that we will notify you whenever we drop our spanking news. One thing we can assure you, and one thing we know, is that this issue of the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa going through a lot of torture like they said in Finland, according to the Zoom media. These are just mere propaganda. Now I'm going to drop a video of a neutral person. I'm going to use the word a neutral person because the young man in question actually made it very clear that he is a neutral person, that he's not in support of Biafra and all that. So this is a man living in Finland, who has come out to debunk, all the allegations, all the unnecessary propaganda that we've been seeing, lately, by the Nigerian government. At least we've come to this understanding that, anything that has to do with Nigerian tabloids, their media houses and all that, is something you should actually try as much as possible to scrutinize very well, especially when it pertains to, the issue of Biafra. Try as much as possible to scrutinize these things so that you don't end up, carrying false information, to the public. The news of the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has actually been trending. It has been trending. This is their major topic. And funny enough, there is no such thing in Finland. The issue of the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa was actually looked into when the last, that was during the convention, the last day of the convention, when they did, a massive protest in Lati. That was the only period, they mentioned the issue of the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, why he is waiting for the court, to give him his stance. And with this clarification, at least, I am now relaxed, because I know bad as he bad, human right will always, human right will always be looked into. And looking at, the whole issue and looking at the whole scenario, you agree with me, the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku is an innocent man, He is only doing what is meant to do for his land. He's doing the necessary, and freedom fighting will never be a crime. For a country like Finland that was gotten through, over and over fighting, they got their own freedom also. They fought for their own freedom, rather. So it is actually understood, we should come to the understanding, rather, that Finland will always do the needful when it comes to the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. So without even going further, now let me drop the video so that you use your own ear and hear what a citizen of Finland, somebody from Finland, somebody that knows the in and out, that understands the system and how the system works, what he said concerning the whole propaganda that is ongoing. Then further, we'll be dropping a very important news, concerning what I will say is a miracle, that happened in the camp of the Biafran Liberation Army. It is a miracle also that shows that truly, when it comes to the spiritual part of the freedom, it is not only, one thing we know is that the fight is not all about physical, even spiritually. It is going down, and we can say that Chukwu Abiyama has taken control, in the freedom of Biafran. So watch this video and I'll be waiting for you on the comment section.
Yes, so make a quick talk about this Simon Ekpa matter. I'm talking live from Finland. Yeah, see, I don't understand why some people just take up matter. I don't know whether not just for content, like content creation or just for that kind of reason. Like I tell you earlier, anything that happen about Simon Ekpa, when I confirm first from Finland, when I confirm from the people with the Finland. See, I'm not a Biafran or anything like that. So no, I'm from Èkpá. We are just a people of our own. Of course, we still believe in Nigeria. But I don't like, like fake news, that kind of thing. I don't like, I don't like lie, that kind of thing. This country is one of the least corrupt countries. Very honest people. So I like drop things the way the thing did. So I just a year all over, Sahara News and most tabloids within Nigeria, they say someone, the guy has been arrested, he's incarcerated, he's in one of the toughest prison for the world. Come on now. Come on, my people. Come on. And the funny thing is, if you Google, and if you doubt me, Google, you will check the people they report those matters now. Only Nigerian tabloids. Nigerian tabloids. Not even one foreign tabloid. Not to talk of Finnish tabloid like newspaper from Finland, online and otherwise. Now only Nigeria. So I don't know if there's some kind of politics that they play, or I'm left to understand. But the fact remains that the latest news where they going for Finland, where we know we within Finland, be the last protest will happen for Lahti, a town about an hour away from Helsinki, and they were protesting, in support of Simon Ekpa. They were telling the government to release him, that is not guilty, that is simply fighting for the right of his people. Of course, for now, the guy in prison has been incarcerated, pending when, by the court, because the court has to give the injunction, pending when he will be brought to justice. And that justice means that at this point where the guy did so, there is no assurance in the sense that it's just probability that the guy do incite violence for Nigeria. Understand? So he has not been found guilty. Make I put it like that. It's allegedly that on probability, nothing has been founded yet. Until they carry the matter, go court. And they have to prove evidence. There has to be evidence. And the evidence that they charge against them now, the matter will be happening like since 2022. Not be like the recent one. Now, what will happen since 2022? When they can't raise the matter up against you. After they don't arrest and release, and then they come raise the matter. The way I said, I said Nigeria get hand somehow inside the matter, foreign, because now all these foreign police, like, Interpol, where they run things within Europe. Then I said there's some kind of backup, either from France or something. I can't really say, but there's a foreign hand inside the whole matter. But I just wonder how far the thing goes, because they need evidence. Of course, Simon Ekpa, they will sit down together, talk the matter, and they have to give reasons, like why they think it's so. And then this money laundering thing, what they even charge against them, against them, it's not on him. Now, on the other 4 guys, where they full arrest. For him, they say he has they are charging for incite on violence for Nigeria. But there must be evidence. For you to talk about something, let me say you commanded some people for Nigeria, say you go and do this. So it has to be founded, it has to be based on reason. In Finland, everything is based on reason. So all the way they say the guys in incarcerated, and they say the guys' asset has been frozen, account and all those things. There's no such thing. No such thing on any Finnish tabloid. I don't know where they gather their own matter. Maybe somewhere for, but maybe not just for content creation. Okay, or just to sell. Because there's no such thing on any Finnish journal. There's no such thing. Frozen assets, there's no such thing. Incarcerated. You see, in Finland, a prison here not be where they punish people. This is not America. Finland, their prison system now, where they bring you in to reform you, to be a better person. It means they will pamper you. In short, the place where they even put you, you get your TV, you get your bed, they give you better food. In fact, they even pay you on top. And if you act well, maybe they give you 3 years, then you act well for that 1 year. They will allow you to go out, go to do your thing, then come back then they will just watch you. So Finland, the prison system is not meant to punish, not like in Nigeria where they won't punish you. There is to reform you, to make you a better person, to make you reason why what you do not the correct, why you need to change. That's Finland for you. So I don't know where all the fake news they fly all over, Nigeria journals. If you doubt me, just Google it out. You see all the papers where they come out all concerning the guys freezing outside and everything. And the prison where they even saying one of the toughest prisons. See, we don't have such. I don't know what they mean by toughest. It's just a normal prison where they will just carry you put temporarily, pending when they'll carry you go court. Now, just like every basic prison, like for everybody. Of course, they get high security prison. Now people wait, incessantly, that is, repeatedly commit crime, and not any kind of crime, heinous crime, where get to do with people's life and all those kind of things. Like they bring you in, then you continue, and they feel say you're of danger to people, the person who they close to you, next to you. Now they don't carry you put them, but still, they will make sure say they respect your human rights. They respect that human dignity. I beg, I remember my brother Sharp.
Maybe stay Biafraland, as you can see. All institutions still remain under lock and key, so that the protest for mass and unconditional release and for Biafra freedom. This is a protest for justice to all Biafrans being detained in different DSS dungeons, and to trash every propaganda against our Prime Minister Musa and Ekpa. This is Biafraland. Everywhere is under lock and key. The simple question we are still asking, since they had Simon Ekpa, is he still enforcing it at home? This is Biafraland today. Every propaganda and petition writer must be trashed out. Justice to our leader Mazen Namdekan, justice to Mazen Simon Ekpa, justice to all Biafrans being detained in different dungeons. This is Biafraland today. This is United States of Biafra today, being the 16th of December 2024, Monday start home update here at Newi Odmebu State, Biafraland. As you can see, all institution plazas still remain under lock and key. Solidarity protest for Mazen and our leader Mazen and unconditional release, and justice to all Biafrans being detained in different DSS dungeons. This is Biafraland today, I'm able to be precise. Justice to our Prime Minister Musa Simon Ekpa. As you can see, everywhere still remain under lock and key. The simple question remains, since the whole Simon Ekpa, is he still enforcing it at home? This is Biafraland today. And this lockdown will continue to trash every propaganda and blackmail against our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. This is Biafraland. Justice to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Justice. Today is December 16th, 2024, Monday Sitatom update here at Odumegu State, Biafraland. As you can see, all institutions still remain under lock and key. A solidarity protest for our leader, Mazinankan unconditional release and justice for all Biafrans being detained in different DSS dungeons. This evidence have trashed every media propaganda against our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa that he is enforcing sit at home. The simple question now remains, since they heard him, is he still enforcing sit at home? This is Biafraland today. Our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, is only speaking the mind of Biafrans and defending the territory of Biafra from the foreign invaders. Justice to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Finland government should ignore every propaganda coming out from the Zoom media. This is Biafraland today.
Alright, the video you just watched is the video of the sit at home in the major cities in Biafraland, major states rather. And these places, are places where we know that market activities goes on, seriously, especially, at this critical time, this festive period, there will be a lot of buying and selling. Now, Simon Ekpa, like they said, and how they were carrying the whole propaganda that he was the one that was, enforcing people to sit at home. The politicians said a lot of things, Musa kept on crying over and over, concerning Simon Ekpa and the sit at home. Now, Simon Ekpa currently is in custody, right? He's in Finland custody. Now, is this still Simon Ekpa that is still giving people, still enforcing people, still giving people the order to sit at home? I want them to understand, it is high time Musa and the rest of them come to the actualization and understanding that, Biafrans have taken their own fate. They've chosen their own fate, rather. They've decided to do what they feel is right for them. It's as simple as that. You cannot continue to push a man every day. You're beating the man. One day he will get up and stand up for his right. And this is exactly what Biafrans are doing. So no matter how they try to, accuse the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa concerning the sit at home, it's not going to stop. Let's face reality about it. It's not going to stop until the right thing is being done. It's as simple as that. Let us go into other news today on Let's Talk TV.
To the Biafra Liberation Army has refused to detonate. Here the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome to Biafra Unite channel /television this very moment. Today's date is 13th of December 2024, and I have a very important information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people. The Janjaweed military of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, in total disarray, as the bomb they purchased from the United States of America that they have thrown to the Biafra Defense Forces this very morning has refused to detonate. I have a video for you, and I want you to pay very good attention as you watch this very video, and after that, we will analyze it properly, because so many things are going on as I'm speaking to you right now. So my fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I want you to watch this very video, but don't go nowhere, because we still have more in the kitchen.
Mpamoisa. Koya gazie mpalekwa no ihe nka ha ji bịa today, ihe nka ha gbara. Koya ba da men n'iru nekwa ha gba. Tata 13 December being Friday. Nyana nke ha gbara ya da men n'iru Chineke ma makwa ha gba. So ya wadi ya ha ji bịa ka da gbu anyị. Number start. Ma bi egwe were na ha feel na maybe egwe na kwa egbu anyị na nke a ga-egbu anyị. Ama na ihe ọbụla bụ ihe nzọkpụ. Na mụ ala Biafra na ya. Ewe vi out. Did you
hear him? I want you to understand what is going on here in Biafraland between the BDF and the Zoo Janjaweed. They came this morning with their fighter jets, throwing bombs anywhere. They have already bombarded some houses belonging to innocent citizens in Biafra territory. And the Zoo media is not showing you these things, but we are here to tell our stories. Maybe during my live presentation this evening, I will try to show you those videos. Now, as the Biafra Defense Forces donated, by now you might be having more than 30 casualties from the Biafra Defense Forces. But God forbid, the gods of our land, the gods of our ancestors, are fighting this very battle for us. That's why God says that I will fight for you and you will have your peace. Go and read it. It is in the Bible. This particular one refused to detonate. Did you hear what the person said? Let me play it. Let me release the audio so that you can hear what he said, and then I will interpret it for those of you who do not understand Igbo. Did you hear him? He said God has taken charge. That they thought that since ordinary bullet could not, buy them, the terrorists felt that if ordinary bullet could not buy the BDF, the Biafra Defense Forces or Biafra Liberation Army, then this particular bomb that they purchased from America will buy them. You understand? That is what the personnel said. They were busy throwing this bomb from their Super Tucano jet. Other ones thrown far away from where our men are were all detonated. Apart from this one that was targeted direct to the place, to the spot where our men were engaging the terrorists, of course, with our anti-aircraft and anti-fighter jet machine. This particular one fell down there, boom, and nothing happened. My people, this is a testimony. I want every genuine Biafran to know that when you see people misbehaving on social media, when you see people talking nonsense on the social media, I want you to understand that God is fighting our battle spiritually while we are defending our land physically. I want you to know that irrespective of what the enemies can do, no matter the propaganda, no matter the battle, no matter the media war, I want you to know that God in his infinity mercy is with us. I want you to know that Biafra we are talking about is God's project. Therefore, no matter how they rise, no matter how they fly, no matter how they rise in their numbers, I want you to understand that they will always fall in their numbers. They will always fall in their numbers. Because if I never be more, or if I never be more, I want you to know that no matter how they rise, no matter how they fly, they will always fall in their numbers. It doesn't matter what they do, it doesn't matter what they say, they will always fall in their numbers. Because of what? If I never be more, my brothers and sisters, can you imagine? Can you imagine that the Zoo terrorist Janjaweed army throw this very bomb to our men on ground this very morning and they refused to detonate? How do you explain that? How can you explain this? They are all in disarray. They are confused. By now, if this bomb had detonated, by now, all the Zoo media will be carrying it. They will be celebrating everywhere. Chinese television. You see that idiot called Shim. By now, he will be running his mouth on TV. You see the other fool, the Afonse and the Afonja called Deji. By now, he will be running his mouth on TVC. You see Punch newspaper. You see Vanguard. Hey, Zoo army neutralize dozens of this. It could have been the headline by now. But shame on them. Shame on them. They have all failed. They are in panic mode. As I'm talking to you right now, they're everywhere. In fact, they are surprised because they know very well that they actually got the target. They know that they got the target. But they cannot explain how comes that they failed after getting their target. After getting their target, yet they failed. They cannot explain it. That is the reason why, as I'm speaking to you right now, everywhere is quiet. And as matter